Hello guys, welcome back. This is XRCoon42 with Eclectic Trains, new branding for the channel, and with a new engine up for review. I know I said in a recent update that I had some other videos in the works, but then this guy arrived. So let's get this guy all unboxed. This is the Accurascale re-release of the Hattons P Class. And this one is Bluebell. This one was going for crazy prices on the secondary market before the Accurascale buyout happened. And I'm glad they went through with making a new run of this version. Huh. Okay, so it's just a warning to not use these with really old-fashioned controllers. A good warning for some. A completely rewritten instruction manual for them. Sadly, there's no separate booklet like with a lot of Accurascale's other engines, which, you know, makes sense since this would have been rather short notice. Take the foam off. So many layers of packaging. I love Accurascale boxes. And there's an accessory pack. Looks like we've got some vacuum pipes, some head coat discs, an oil can, and screw-link couplings. Nice bit of accessories there. Wow. Isn't he gorgeous? Okay, I'll be back in a bit with some close-up shots. Alright, and welcome back. It is now the next morning. I filmed the unboxing after I got home from work and it was still dark outside. I wanted to be able to film the rest of this in good lighting so you could actually see the detail on this. I also broke her in last night. The running in went without issue, no derailments or cutting out or anything like that. And I've since cleaned the track again, just make sure I can get the best possible performance out of this guy. And just like the old Hattons release of this, the detailing on this guy is impeccable. Got all the proper smokebox furniture with the lamp irons on the running board, the smokebox dart. All the smokebox fittings are highlighted in chrome, like in the normal pre-grouping style. See if we can get this to focus. The Westinghouse pump there is done completely perfectly. No glue marks anywhere, and all that super fine pipe work is still pretty rigid, regardless of how small it is. All that printing is beautiful. It's all very precise and gorgeous. Lining all over the running board. Even the sanding gear is all painted. That gold brass dome. The safety valve assembly. The whistle on the roof of the cab. Nice coal load in the back there. See if I can get us some cab interior shot. There we go. Absolutely exquisite cab. Coupling hooks are pre-fitted, but there are chain links in the detail bag on both ends. Yet more pumps and pipe work. Is that pipe I didn't notice coming out the front of the cab there. That is absolutely exquisite. And now let's get the performance test. Takes off at a wonderfully slow speed. Perfectly smooth at that speed. It's not as slow as some others that I've seen, but it's perfectly smooth at that speed too. And a perfectly smooth acceleration too. He's a teensy bit noisy, but it's not any kind of grinding noise like with the leader. It's more of a healthy white noise kind of noise, which, you know, I can't discount for. Sometimes you get motors that are a little noisier than others. Now let's get a 50% run by. That seemed okay. These weren't the fastest engines in real life, but the fact that it has that good slow speed control means that the higher speed end doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, this is lovely. Not quite as good as the old Hattons release, but it's still good. Still very good. Now let's couple this up to some coaches and get a nice running session. For the former Hattons engine, I've chosen the Hattons SECR coaches, because that will be fairly on theme for this guy. See how slow I can get him going. Do you get the coupling? Yes. And now my final thoughts here. This is excellent. Detail I have to give a 5 out of 5. Anything less would just be a straight up lie. There's so much pipe work and underframe detail, and this exquisite paint scheme is done faultlessly. I just can't give it anything less than a perfect 5 out of 5 for detail. The accessories is going to be a 4 out of 5. While there are crew figures for this provided, they are sold separately instead of just with the model in the box. Hornby are including crew figures in the box these days, so I don't see why Accurascale can't do the same when they sell their models for, like, you know, just a little bit less. But everything else you would want is there. The screw-link couplings, the head codes, and even an oil can of all things. The performance, I have to give a 5 out of 5 as well. It's perfectly smooth throughout the acceleration and speed range. And while it is a tiny bit more noisy than the old Hattons release of these are, it's just a little bit of white noise, which, like, you know, white noise from a motor is to be expected. The quality is also a 5 out of 5. I couldn't find any glue marks on this anywhere. The assembly is completely perfect. And as I said previously, the performance is perfect. So, quality 5 out of 5. The value for money, I'm also going to call a 5 out of 5. Hattons had initially announced a reduction in price on these when they announced the second run, and Accurascale only bumped it back up to the original price when they took over the tooling, because of course they just bought the tooling. They have to make some money out of it. But still, at £100, these are absolutely ideal. This has been XRCoon42 with Eclectic Trains signing off. Have a good day.